Yes, my good people, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Guys, in this video, don't try to swipe up. You are going to be shocked. Unajua guys, cha kushangaza ni kwamba eti Ndindi Nyoro ni project kumbe ya William Samoei Arap Ruto. That's why yesterday Ndindi Nyoro, kila mtu alikuwa ametarajia Ndindi Nyoro kuongea maneno mazito tena machafu against William Samoei Arap Ruto. And the truth of the matter ni kwamba the only point ambayo Ndindi Nyoro aliweza kuzungumza Wakenya waka capture ni place alisema ya kwamba yeye mwisho wake kuongea na William Ruto ilikuwa October 2024.
The last discussion I had with the president of the country, the last political discussion, either a chat or a discussion as it were, was before October of last year.
So hiyo ndo ukiangalia vizuri, hiyo ndo wakati Rigathi Gachagua aliweza kuwa impeached. Na hiyo ndo eti mwisho wake wa kuongea na William Samoei Arap Ruto. Unaona watu wangu? So in this video we are going to cover kila kitu. I want you to listen to experts also. William Samoei Arap Ruto's secrets ambazo zimeweza kutambulika. Eti why is it that William Ruto alienda Ukambani akatoa 20 million, akaenda Roysambu Nairobi akatoa 20 million. Hizo ni makanisa. Akakuja Kapsaret akatoa 20 million. So it means 82 means second term. Hizi ni sacrifices ambazo William Ruto anazitoa. You are going to be shocked. And in this video, same video guys, we are just covering everything and you will miss. Please guys, don't try to swipe up. Kawira Mwangaza is just delivering a message after being impeached. Kwamba William Ruto, Mungu atakusamehe. Umeimpeach Rigathi Gachagua. Umeniimpeach mimi. Na umeua Wakenya wengi. So Mungu hatakusamehe. Ikafika certain point, akachange, akasema kwamba let me speak in Kiswahili so that ifikie Wakenya wote. Mambo ambayo William Ruto amenitendea. Unajua guys, Kawira Mwangaza aliweza kuwa impeached 6 times. CJ Martha Koome akiendelea kumtetea. But now mambo yakaharibika. After that, Kawira Mwangaza is delivering a strong bold message. So in this video, you are going to be shocked kwa hizi vitu vyote vitatu. First of all guys, ensure umelike video. Guys, I have been telling you that hii channel imekuwa ikisupportiwa na wewe na imekuwa ikishikiliwa na wewe. So sina budi ila nikusema thanks so extensive kuendelea kusupport hii channel. Na zile tena moment tunaenda kuchukua kulike video, acha Mungu uweze kukutetea na kupigania saa hii ili ukaweze kufanikiwa ndani ya maisha yako. Na wale wageni ambao wanatazama kwa mara ya kwanza, please guys ensure mna subscribe hapo chini ili tuwe familia kubwa tena zaidi. Kwa hivyo guys, without wasting time, kabla tusikize kwanza William Ruto, why is it that anatoa 20 million? Huyu ni Pastor Ndura anajaribu kuachilia ukweli. Unajua nilikwambia guys, Pastor Ndura huwa ana predict na inakuja kutimiza. So William Ruto hapo anatafuta second term. That's why he is sacrificing 20 million. But kabla tusikize hiyo, tusikize kwanza William Ruto. Tusikize kwanza deal between Ndindi Nyoro and William Samoei Arap Ruto. Sikiza.
Ndindi Nyoro amemaliza ku address the nation, and I'm sorry to say this about Ndindi Nyoro. From my experience in leadership and the way I understand how leadership should be, especially or more so in politics, Ndindi Nyoro has missed so many points, and for sure he cannot be a good leader. A leader who cannot make a decision and decide what he wants cannot be a good leader. So Ndindi Nyoro saizi penye mefika, hata Mount Kenya hawezi mtegemea. Hakuna Wakenya wanaweza mtegemea. He might be a very good parliamentarian, anafanya kazi kwa Kiharu constituency, but when it comes to national decision, Ndindi Nyoro cannot make a good leader. Today's speech imekuwa baseless. Hakuna kitu ya maana amesema. imekuwa tu waste time ya Wakenya, kwa sababu tulikuwa tuna expect atasema what he feels and where he wanted the country to be. As the former chairman of budget, tulikuwa tuna expect atatuambia what achievement he has done in the last 2 years in the budget committee. But it seems like he has done nothing, and that's why actually he had nothing to say today. And he has promised that he'll be saying, he has a lot of time to say those things. But no, that one is not important. What was important is for him after handing over the budget committee chairmanship, he was supposed to spell out what he has done. Or if there is something he has not done, also he tells Kenyans that he comes out clearly to defend his name. That I was a chairman budget, I was the budget chair, and this is what I had planned to do, and this is what I did. And this is why this was not successful. But he has decided to run away, to escape from responsibility. And in politics, he has to take sides. He could have chosen either to join opposition, or chosen to be in government, or again decide to be, or again decide to form his own party, or to make his own way. Amwe aseme sasa mimi kama Ndindi Nyoro siwezi support opposition, siwezi support government, but mimi this is my direction as a person. Even in a define a good leader. In fact, Kimani Ichung'wah now is proving to be a good leader than Ndindi Nyoro. Because you see, Kimani Ichung'wah has taken a decision, and this decision, it's either he is hated or loved. As simple as that. And that's how to be a good leader. You cannot please everybody. But Ndindi Nyoro has decided to sit on the fence to watch the cinema, so that in the last minutes he can jump ship to the sides that he feels it's sailing well. Kiongozi mzuri lazima achukue decision, take sides, aamue mimi kama ni hii side ni wa hii side, kama wewe ni mbaya ukuwe mbaya zaidi, kama wewe ni mzuri ukuwe mzuri zaidi. As simple as that. But let us give him time the way he has said. But I'm 100% sure Ndindi Nyoro umeanza kuzima nyota yako ya uongozi. A good leader must take decision. You see Kimani Ichung'wah, the way he talks, Mount Kenya wanamchukia kwa sababu ana support William Samoei Ruto. If today he takes a U-turn na rudi side ya Mount Kenya, ambia watu sasa nimerudi side yenu, watu watarudi side yake tena, waseme yenyewe Kimani Ichung'wah is a person who can make a decision. Juu alikuwa hiyo side nyingine amekaa akaona ni kubia, ameruka. Lakini wewe Ndindi Nyoro unakaa kwa fence, enda uliza Martha Karua, enda uliza Peter Kenneth, enda uliza Peter Munya. Naweza kutajia viongozi wengi walikuwa wazuri, lakini kwa sababu ya kusimama pale kwa fence, saizi hawako hata kwa uongozi, walishasahaulika. So watch your steps, otherwise utalilia kwa choo.
Unaona watu wangu? And kabla tusikize Pastor Ndura, Senator Nyota is telling us that Ndindi Nyoro is not a project of William Samoei Arap Ruto. Sikiza.
Listening to the former deputy president, he seems to suggest that there could be a plan by President William Ruto to try and prop up other leaders, probably for even presidential ambitions in the Mount Kenya region. This claim has been repeated by a lawyer here on Twitter. He's called Willis Evans Otieno, and he says, Ndindi Nyoro is William Ruto's project. Enrolling for a master's degree is not an achievement. And he goes on to say that William Ruto is trying to prop up Ndindi Nyoro to run for president, just to split the Mount Kenya vote. Do you agree that what is happening here, there's more than meets the eye?
Well, Fred, you know, Honorable Ndindi Nyoro is a very intelligent person. And he's a very sober person. I think he's a teetotaler. And so I do not want to cast aspersions about him in any way. I may not know of maybe any plans that he's William Ruto's project. I want to trust that that is not true, because if it were going to be true, then I think it would be very unfortunate, because then that would create division, just like the second deputy president has said. And I know that Honorable Ndindi Nyoro is not somebody that you can just use. This is somebody who is independent. This is somebody who is sharp. This is somebody who would not want to risk his political future to place somebody for some temporal gains. He's a very principled person. And so I do not want to think that he's somebody's project, because it would then be against the character of the Honorable Ndindi Nyoro. I know him, he's my friend. Kiharu is in Muranga, and I've had time to be with him in his constituency and many other places. And I do not want to think along the lines that it can be used by anybody. But however, something that I noted is that he said the last time he had a conversation of any kind with the president was October of 2024. And then nobody doesn't know what major political event happened in this country in October 2024. And that is the ouster of the second deputy president, His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, from his office. Fred, I want to tell you, Roko may not agree with me, but William Ruto will never, ever forgive anyone who either voted no to the impeachment against Rigathi Gachagua or abstained, which is what Ndindi Nyoro did. So there is no other beef. The cardinal sin that Ndindi Nyoro committed was refusing to be used by William Ruto to impeach Rigathi Gachagua. And that is why he tells you, that's why he said that the last time he had any conversation with the president was October 2024. And so the Honorable Ndindi Nyoro cannot be President Ruto's project. And if he allows himself to be used by President Ruto, I will get shocked, because that is not in his character, the way I know him. And I don't think he is in the good books of President William Ruto. Otherwise, they would be talking the way they used to. But I tell you, anyone who did not vote yes to impeach Rigathi Gachagua in William Ruto's books and schemes is out. I would be shocked, Fred. I want to repeat that. I would be shocked if Ndindi Nyoro allowed himself to be used by William Ruto to divide the mountain. I don't think Ndindi Nyoro can accept to do that. He is a progressive person, and I know he says a lot of times that he's a son of Mau Mau. The sons of Mau Mau do not betray their people. Ndindi Nyoro cannot do what people think he wants to do. William Ruto will have to get somebody else to do his dirty jobs in central Kenya or in the Mount Kenya region to divide the mountain. The mountain is united behind Rigathi Gachagua, and that is the position. Whether people like Roko here will agree with that or not, they may say something here, but deep down themselves, they know that the mountain is united behind Rigathi Gachagua.
Yet Ndindi Nyoro has remained curiously sitting on the fence, that he's neither here nor there, not directly supporting the president, remaining quiet on the same, and also not declaring support for the former deputy president. Why do you think that is? Is it so difficult
No, watu wangu. So, I want you just to pay attention. Nilikwambia tunakava kila kitu. I want you to pay attention to Pastor Ndura. He is trying to uncover all secrets of William Samoei Arap Ruto. Step by step, guys. Skiza.
Someone will want to understand, Apostle, the difference between, like, how will someone be able to differentiate between the offering and the sacrifice?
A sacrifice is what you give. A dedicated kind of an offering that you give to a deity because of what you want done to you.
Okay.
An offering, it is a giving that we give without expecting anything.
Okay.
That one is a generosity. You give it as a generosity. But a sacrifice, it is like you are paying a certain fee for particular services.
Okay.
So sacrifices are given at the altars because of what you want that altar to do for you.
Yeah.
So when you see Ruto giving 20 million at Jesus Winners Church, That is where a prophetic word was released from, that you will become a president. They knelt down, they prayed, so he knows that is one of the source of his presidency. So he is going back to reactivate the altar that spoke for him. He will go to Mombasa, reactivate. He will go to AIPCA, reactivate. He will go to PCA, reactivate. He will go to Kisii, reactivate. He will again now call all the elders and reactivate. And now what is she is doing? He is using number 2. 20 million represents number 2. Number 2, if you look in the Bible, number 2, it stands for separation. That's the day the two God separated, the heavens, the day and the night. Yeah. Is a number that stands for separation. The number that stands for separation is a number that captures. What he's doing now is capturing the nation. He's capturing churches, he's capturing economy, he's capturing anything, and putting everybody in one basket. That is why they did an agreement with Raila. Look here, when he went to Winner's Church, Jesus Winner, he gave 20 million. He went to Kapsaret in Eldoret, gave 20 million. Before that, he had gone to a church in Ukambani, 20 million. Why is he is now operating on number 2?
So 20
second term.
Okay.
Are you getting?
He's not...
Every number has a meaning. Whatever you do with the numbers will get the result. For those who does things with numbers, they operate on results. They get their results right. They get whatever they want because numbers got power.
So the sacrifice is when you give it publicly for people to see your giving, and then the offering is secrecy.
No, it was not necessary for him to give in the public.
Okay.
But the announcement for him to become the president was publicly done. So going back, you need to do it publicly because you give according to how it came to you.
Okay.
So if it was done publicly, you do it publicly. If it was done silently, you do it silently. That's the power of the altar. And therefore, I was just trying to explain on something here. Let us look at it a bit. That leadership is not merely about occupying position. So Ruto understands that. It's not merely occupying position. It is not about the number that you have. It's not about the money that you have. It's about how good are you in understanding the altars. And also, it is about standing on the right foundation, discerning the spiritual tides, and understanding the mysteries of sacrifice and the altars. Understanding the mysteries of sacrifice. So, and the altars, there are mysteries. In altars, there are mysteries. As we step into defining political session, like now we have the political season, many leaders, both emerging and established, are staking their claims. The story of this story is in the book of 2 Kings. If you read at the book of 2 Kings, chapter number 3, verse 13 to 27, you will be able to answer the prophetic revelation of spiritual battles. The prophetic revelation of spiritual battles. That is where it's best if you read that book. But again, here I want also to understand, however true authority is not found in the size of one's following or the abundance of resources, but in the depth of one's consecrations. So it's about consecration. Yeah. What Ruto is now doing is about consecrating himself and embedding the power through the authorities of sacrifice and the altars. Through those mysteries, that is what they are doing now. To make sure that they have consecrated, he has consecrated himself into the nation of Kenya, into the soil of Kenya, into the blood of Kenya. And that's the reason we had the bloodshed of young people.
Oh, okay.
Because that's part of the sacrifice.
Okay.
The money given to churches, that is part of the sacrifice. Sacrifices are given according to the deity If the deity we want to appease now demands blood of human being, you will give the blood of human being. If the deity demands that you give money like Jesus winner, you give money. But behind the scene, there will be so many other things that are happening.
Casualties.
Yes, there will be some casualties.
Watu wangu. And don't forget, in this video, nilikwambia lazima usikize Kawira Mwangaza. It is trying to deliver message to William Samoei Arap Ruto. Sikiza.
And the rights of every Kenyan woman who aspires to lead. If anyone had doubts on who was behind my impeachment, I invite them to keenly review the swearing-in ceremony of my deputy yesterday. The orchestrators, actors, planners, sponsors, financiers, script writers of my impeachment were overwhelmed by joy. I could no longer hide behind their mask anymore. They all converged at Mwendanto grounds, and one after the other in their speeches took credit of my downfall, with each of them boldly stating the role they played. Some of them went an extra mile to thank the top leadership of this country for the support offered towards the cause. Accordingly, I am firm in my belief that this impeachment was not about accountability, but about perpetuating a culture of male dominance in leadership. It is a sad reality that in 2025, women leaders are still subjected to systematic discrimination, harassment, and exclusion. My case is a stark reminder of the barriers women face in politics and the length to which some will go to maintain status quo. To my people of Meru County, I thank you for your unwavering support and belief in my leadership. Your voices matter, and I will continue to fight for the development and the progress of our beloved county. To the women of Kenya, I urge you to rise above fear and intimidation. Our journey towards equality is far from over, but together we can break the barriers and create a future where women leaders are celebrated, not vilified. I will not be silenced. I will pursue all legal avenues to clear my name, expose the injustices that have been perpetrated against me. This is not just my fight. It is a fight for every woman who dares to dream of leadership in a society that often seeks to crush those who dreams. I call to all Kenyans, civil society organizations, and the international community to stand with me in condemning this blatant abuse of power and to demand accountability from those who have undermined our democracy. To the people of Meru, I want to assure you that this fight is far from over. I will not be silenced. I will not allow the voices of the people to be drowned out by the greed and collapse of a few. I remain committed to the ideals that guided my leadership. I will continue to advocate for justice, fairness, and development of our beloved County Meru. I call upon all Kenyans to stand against the erosion of democracy and the misuse of power. We must hold our leaders accountable and demand transparency in governance. The people of Meru deserve leaders who will serve them with honesty and dedication, not those who are beholden to the interest of a select few. I am exploring all the legal and constitutional avenues to challenge this injustice. I will also continue to engage with the people of Meru to ensure their voices are heard and their needs are met. I thank the countless supporters who have stood by me during this difficult time. Your prayers, encouragement, unwavering belief in the truth have given me the strength to continue this fight. Together, we will overcome this challenge and emerge stronger than ever. In closing, I reaffirm my commitment to the people of Meru. The challenges are many, but so too are the opportunities. With your support, prayers, your unwavering belief in the power to change, we will overcome. Together, we will write a new chapter in history of Meru, the chapter defined by equality, progress, and hope. To my fellow leaders, both men and women, I urge you to embrace the spirit that values merit over prejudice, progress over stagnation, and unity over division. Let us work together to ensure the promise of democracy is fulfilled for all. Thank you. Inkwenda kwaria na Kimiru mantu ja makai na ibwa kanuntu bakwithirwa ututegerete mbere mani inkwenda gucokia nkatho nyingi mono ni untu bwa Ameru mono ekuru Pameru ni untu bwa maromba jara bwire to bukirombaga na mbijete kubwakikishira naru maromba jenu chatikire dustbin lakini Murungu naja igitwe gitumiki kwenda kubucokeria nkatho bwinde ni untu bwa maromba na